Okay, what up YouTube? This video is taken on this Friday afternoon, December 5th, 2025. Time right now is 12:17 p.m. And in this video, I'm going to be converting my club car Carryall 6 into lithium batteries. So pretty much I bought this thing used at company sale, and it was like a fleet vehicle. When I bought it, all the batteries were completely stone dead. And the Carryall 6 is a 48 volt system, so it uses 6-volt batteries, lead acid batteries. And there's no charger. There was no charger included. I assume that the charger was actually built into the golf cart, and that they just had you pulled the electrical cord out of here. I think they had a spool in here, but all that was gone when I bought it. So what I did was I charged each battery individually really slow using one of, the I drones, in case you didn't know. And very early on, the first LiFePO chargers were like this Turnigy metal case charger. Well, those chargers actually had a lead acid battery setting on it. So I used those to individually charge every battery. I added water to them, and I got the batteries to bounce back. And I went out and I bought the cheapest 48 volt lead acid battery charger I could find. And I just used that to charge the golf cart. And I either bought this golf cart in late 2019 or 2020. But if it was 2020, it was before all the madness. And those batteries lasted me up until 2021, early 2021. In 2021, I bought a whole new set of batteries. And that cost me over $700 at the time to do that. And I used those batteries all the way up until late 2025. And now pretty much I have to charge it every time I use it. I don't leave it on a charger, but if I had to use it, I had to charge it. There's like one of the batteries must dip, because if you accelerate too hard, it just shuts off. So I got tired of dealing with all that. So my one friend kind of flips golf carts, and he told me about these lithium batteries that are on Amazon. So I was looking into doing that. They were like $700, close to $800. And I was talking to a guy at work who also has a golf cart, and he was saying, no, don't buy those batteries off of Amazon. Buy these batteries from DCHOUSE. So I did my research, and I did end up deciding to buy the batteries from DCHOUSE, mainly because they seem more reputable than just buying them off of Amazon. And as you'll see when I unbox the batteries, I decided to get the metal case, mainly because I keep the golf cart up against the house here, and I don't want to burn my house down due to cheap batteries. And there were several things about their system I liked. I liked how you could actually shut off the battery from the battery, which we'll see that later on when we install it. So pretty much, yeah, this video, we'll swap it out. We'll see how difficult it is. There is some unknowns. First of all, there's 2 batteries under the seats, and there's 6 batteries under the bed. And I have a feeling that the new battery won't fit underneath the seat. It has to be under the bed. And the cross bracing doesn't allow you, I don't think the battery will fit through the cross bracing. So that's going to be interesting. We'll have to view that. But first, we got to get these old batteries out of here. But before that, I want to do some research on this system. There is 2 12-volt circuits, and I believe the 2 12-volt circuits are the lights. And since this came from like a fleet situation, it has this maintenance thing that I have the fuse pulled out of it down here. I think it feeds that too. So I'm going to do research to see exactly what they feed and how much power they draw. So how much power the lights draw, because I don't have it right now, but because this is a 48 volt battery and you can't tap it, the 12 volts are tapped over 2 batteries in the back. Since you can't tap it like that, you're going to have to get a DC to DC converter. So you're going to have to know how big of a DC DC converter. And that'll probably be in the future video. I don't have that bought, but I want to do that research. So I just have that research written down, so in the future I know what to do. So I'll take you here to the back, and we'll do some research on these 12-volt circuits. Okay, so I probably cut out a whole section of this video and disregard anything I said about the headlights before. Basically, I went on a fact-finding mission, And I found out that the headlights are not 12 volts. At least when I pull the 12 volt tap off the battery, the headlights still worked, but the headlights do have a separate 48 volt wire coming off the battery. And like I said, I assume it's 48 volts. And then I put my meter on it for DC current, and my meter has a 10 amp fuse for DC current, and it blew the fuse. So the only thing I know for certain is that it's not 12 volts and it's over 10 amps. So I assume they are 48 volt headlights. Although when I was looking at this online, it seems like other people had problems with the same thing, that their headlights were 12 volts. So I'm going to have to do more research. We're going to kick that can down the road. What I did decide to do was lift the bed. The whole time I've had this golf cart, I never lifted the bed. And I don't know how I managed to replace these batteries in the back without lifting the bed. But once you lift the bed, you have perfect access to the batteries in the back. So if the battery doesn't fit up front, which I don't think it will, it'll definitely fit in the back. So another thing I do before I totally tear these batteries out here is a YouTube video I watched about the same subject claimed that these batteries are 80 pounds a piece, which I kind of doubt. So I have a scale here. And now keep in mind, I have these really heavy German work trouser shorts on, and I have my shoes on. So the scale's reading 190, 191. 190. We'll do 190. And we're reading 145. So 190 minus 145 is a 45, so it's 55. 55 pounds each for the batteries. So yeah, I was right. It's not 80 pounds, but still 55 pounds times 8. Let's calculate that real quick. Can you guys do it faster than I can use my calculator? 440 pounds. So we're losing 440 pounds, and we're gonna I'll have to do the same way the new battery, see how much it weighs. Okay, I got all the old batteries out. So the shipment came in 2 boxes. The first one's labeled just the charger. And then the second one, I guess, is the battery. Like I said, I bought these on my own will. A friend recommended it to me. But I do have an affiliate link down below through their affiliate program. And if you use the code down below, you get 2% off. Okay, so there's some information here. User manual. App user manual. What's this other one? Product instruction. And anti-swelling inside. That's good. Oh, here's the battery monitor plate. So let me set that aside. Here's some hardware that comes with it. So let me see if this, yep. So this comes out, and look at that. Cable probably for the battery monitor. And then nice heavy handles. So let's bring this over to the scale, see how much it weighs. Okay, let's see if the scale changed any. Good night, it did. I did cheat and eat Taco Bell before this, and maybe it went through me. Yeah, I wish I was joking, but it's like, we're at like 192, 192 and a half. And then with the battery, it is heavy. Okay, we wrap the scale around to 290, which pegs out the scale. Okay, so I'm going to go and take some time and read through this manual since, you know, this is a expensive investment. I don't want to do anything stupid. So I want to take some time, read through the manual, and then we'll figure out how we're going to get it mounted in here. I was right though, there is not enough room to mount it under the seat. But it's probably good to have all that weight in the back. Then on the front suspension probably makes the car go easier to drive. Okay, I went into the Randham archives and I grabbed some scrap pieces of wood, got a 1x3 and a 1x4, cut them to fit in the channel here, bolted them down with some spare hardware I found over at my neighbor's house. And then once I bolted them down, I used deck screws. I just used deck screws for everything and screwed them down with washers. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's solid. Okay, so now we're ready to hook up the battery terminals. So this one, the red terminal goes directly towards the motor driver or contactor or whatever. The negative though was used to jumper the other batteries. The true negative is right here, which will not reach. It will not reach. So what we're going to do is the other side of that negative over there is right here. Hopefully it will reach. But before I do that, I'm going to go and neutralize the battery terminals since they had acid on them so they don't do any damage to this new battery. I'm going to Google search real quick how to do that. I think baking soda is probably the best way unless I have my acids and bases reversed. Okay, so the original battery negative was right here and it goes right on this lug here. And as you can see, they have it fed through here. So, I mean, I could try to punch out that grommet to remove the cable, but I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to type up the end and I'll let it live here. So I took the other one and I put it here. The way it's tied up, there's not that much slack, but I think I can feed it underneath that plastic shroud and I'll be fine. I did Google search real quick and I did a little baking soda and water to clear off the terminals so it doesn't do any damage to the new battery. Okay, I just finished wiring it all up. I guess we'll start in the front here. So that little maintenance odometer thing was right here, so I unbolted it, and luckily there was already a grommet back behind there. So I ran the wire through that grommet, down through here, and then to the battery. This is that odometer. So it was just a separate device that ran off the wheel, but I just tied it there. And I confirmed that the negative wire that was tapped for the 12 volts was only for that odometer. It wasn't for the lights. So then the blue is for the headlights. The red is for the, cart power negative. And then you have your charger here. The charger is hooked up. And I put it in here. I got some self-tappers and put it down here. Then I went to Harbor Freight and bought one of these reels because I just want to make it real easy for me to charge. So I installed that reel there. And then I had to cut off the ends and switch the ends because the ends were opposite of what I wanted. And sure enough, Harbor Freight had ends. They're super cheap. They were like $3 a piece, but I figured I'd give them a try. I didn't feel like going to Lowe's, but I can tell their quality is cheap. But I don't think it's really going to, in the grand scheme of things, I don't really think it's going to draw that much. That's a 16 gauge cable. So we're ready to start it up. Let's see if we sorted anything out. Okay, nothing yet. Okay, we got the old battery indicator light lit. Let's see if this turns on. Yeah, that turns on. I had it charging a little bit when I went to the store. It started out at 20%, now it's at 54%. I haven't connected to my app via Bluetooth. Okay, if we turn the key on, we have the strobe light, and let's see if we have headlights. The headlights are already on. Yeah, we have headlights, so that wasn't a problem at all. So let me turn the headlights off. Okay, I have so much junk here, but we'll see if it goes forward. Yep, it goes forward. There it goes backwards. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the bed up, clean up all my junk and we'll take it for a test spin. Okay, so spoiler alert, this thing takes off now. It woke it up. It's like you did a motor swap in it. Just spins tires on the gravel. I guess I had to get a GPS reading to see how fast it's going. Okay, here we go from a standstill. Full throttle. Spinning the tires. Whoa! Stirred up dust. Man, this thing rocks now. It woke it up. Let's see what the screen says. 52%, which is what I started out on. I'm going to take it for a little spin. Okay, I thought I would film a little outro video. Installing this battery, it's like a totally brand new golf cart. I don't remember it ever having that much power. And it was pretty straightforward and easy to install. So like I said, I have an affiliate link down below. These DCHOUSE batteries in this heavy metal case, I highly recommend, especially if you're going to charge this in your garage or near your house where you don't just want to risk it. In reality, this battery is about $200 more than the cheap Amazon ones. And what you get with the metal case and everything, I think it's worth the extra money. So like I said, definitely if you're thinking about it, use that affiliate link. I also have a coupon code down in the description that you can use to get 2% off. And the install was pretty straightforward. Just had to do a little reconfiguring, and that's only because since I had carry all 6 and the batteries are in separate compartments, but most people probably wouldn't have had to do that because most people probably don't have carry all 6. And I like the fact that I had the charger installed in the golf cart with this reel, so that there's no makes it really easy to charge. I don't have to try to find an extension cord or what have you. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.